What's good with y'all boys? It's B-Man Reacts! Yeah, I'm using that old intro theme again. Anyways, y'all see the Tommy NFG in the search bar. I was watching a video of his that he recently dropped. I don't know if that video will come out by the time this video comes out. I don't know. Because sometimes some of my videos I be making, I be keeping unreleased. But I'm making more videos now. So, you know, it is what it is. I got to keep my content schedule pretty booked. And a new video should be dropping by then. I don't know. I gotta look again. Anyways, this video is why villains are better than heroes. And now, if you ask me, for my personal opinion, the villains stand out more than the heroes because the heroes is so bland. Villains you can just make so fucked up and so enticing. It's like people are drawn to the villains more than they are to the heroes. Now, some heroes you can be drawn to, like Batman. He's a good hero that people are drawn to. Superman is a villain that people are kind of drawn to because he's popular, but they don't really fuck with. Now, if you ask me, there are, like I said, there's definitely good heroes and there's definitely corny heroes. So it just depends on what is what. But not all heroes are written good and not all villains are written bad. But this video will explain more in detail, I believe.
People that put those in need first. People that sacrifice their own happiness and dreams for the sake of humanity. People that always rise to the occasion, no matter their personal life, no matter the hardships, no matter the problems. I couldn't give less of a shit about that. Why the hell would I be a superhero? First of all, look at the type of people I'd be defending in the world. These men are bums. Why the hell would I be putting myself in front of bums? I ain't gonna say that life isn't worth saving, but I ain't finna save it. What's wrong with you? I got my own life. Not to mention, superheroes will just work for the government and the feds. We just get the boys universe in real time, but that's beside the point. I know damn well if I woke up tomorrow with powers like super speed, flight, or just had a suit of armor, I'm being a villain, low key. And if you come this far to see what the hell I'm talking about, let me explain. See, heroes have a code. They don't kill the villains no matter what they've done, which literally gives them a path to do whatever they want no matter what they've done. Villains can literally blow up a whole orphanage or pull a whole Shibuya like Sukuna did. And the best solution heroes and feds would have for this would be some offshore prison like the Raft. Are you serious, bro? Did you not see what this man did? He literally put the whole city's life points to 0. And the best you could think of is jail. That's the dumbest shit to even follow. What's wrong with you? Also, every time heroes be putting villains in jail, they always just break out and break everyone else out. And now you go on side quests getting everybody back in jail while they go ahead and kill your people. That's your fault, bro, because you put them in jail in the first place instead of ending them. Heroes will read a criminal record and it will say shit like Grand Theft Auto, multiple murders, assault and battery, mass shootings, and kidnapping. But their NPC response came in and the best they had for them was jail. I'm talking about they would definitely have a whole profile on them, but the best they think is jail. That's trash. Also, you're just hella underappreciated for being a hero, fam. You could go out there and do something like saving people getting robbed or saving that cat from a tree or even stopping a train from crashing. But somehow, some way, somebody's gonna turn that on you and call you a criminal, fam. I ain't trying to sound egotistical. I just saved your life, bitch. What the fuck? I just saved you and now you're gonna turn your back on me. That's ungrateful. And imagine being a hero in the UK. I just can't think of anything worse, fam. Imagine saving someone on their first responses. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Bro, fuck off! You could be doing so much good in the world, yet someone like J. Jonah Jameson will get the whole city to flip on you. I'ma crash out, bro, low key. But if you were a villain, you wouldn't have to go through none of that. Why? Because you start all the problems, my friend. If you go rob a bank tomorrow, blow up the safe to get the money and hold hostages, I promise you, somehow the accountability is gonna go onto the hero. That's how the media works in superhero movies and shows most of the time. And if you do get caught, it's fine, because the most that will happen is jail. And even if it's some high-profile prison, somebody's dumbass is gonna break you out anyway. It's just a matter of time. Just keep it 100, bro. Most superheroes are broke as hell. Besides Batman, Iron Man, and Black Panther, I'm pretty sure most superheroes are struggling. Superman, minimum wage is a journalist. Spider-Man, struggling on universal credit. Scott Pilgrim, sleeping in the same bed as his roommate. But the villains? Balling. Lex Luthor, money.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Dr. Doom owns a whole country, fam. Some superheroes can't even afford their next meal, but their arch nemesis is buying a private island just to scheme how to beat them. Like Spider-Man will probably only be able to afford a cannon Miranda.
That's the other thing they do, because heroes, you want to feel sorry for them, like, oh, they're sacrificing their whole lives and livelihoods for the greater good of society, whereas the villains, they're selfish and they think about themselves and they end up being better. And it kind of puts into perspective, like, is being selfish all that bad? Now, I have said this before, there's nothing wrong with being selfish, but you can't be over selfish. Sometimes you have to put yourself first before you put others first. Sometimes you have to worry about yourself before you worry about others. Because as my saying goes, if you can't help yourself, how do you think you can help others? There's sometimes you have to be selfish and think for yourself first and then help everybody else next. But that's the thing. That's kind of a hero trope that they do. They got to make the hero seem like they're struggling. Obviously, There are certain instances where certain characters, like the names he just named, Black Panther, Iron Man, and Batman, they're rich, but most superheroes aren't, because you want to feel bad for them. You want to feel for them, like, damn, he really is sacrificing himself for this city, for this hero. Like, he's doing it all. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love him for that. So it's kind of one of those things, you know.
And the red chicken shop, that shit crazy. I don't blame him, because I don't know why free wings and chips is £3 now when the chicken and chicken shops.
And it's programming too, for propaganda, because it shows how you're a good guy for being poor, you're a bad guy for being rich. So it sets up the dynamic that rich people or all rich people are bad. This is something that Myron Golden said, and he's a black wealthy entrepreneur. Y'all should look him up. I believe I said his last name correctly, but he's a black guy with a white beard. We may watch one of his videos one of these days, but he said it's like programming. Look at most of the superheroes are broke and most of the supervillains are rich. So it sets up in your mind that a lot of rich people, or all rich people, are bad, whereas all rich people are good. They're just trying to get by. They're good. When actually, in actuality, it's opposite. The poor people are trying to do anything to get over. And rich people, they're already over. So it's like they don't really have anything to do. So they can be good or evil. Now, obviously, it's going to be outliers, but it's just some food for thought.
Therefore ain't fresh. That shit is scam low-key. And with the cost of living nowadays, I doubt any hero would survive without picking up extra jobs or doing side hustles like Uber Eats. Superman would probably be a billionaire if he did something like Kryptonite Eats, bro. Because in this economy, you think getting paid in gratitude is enough. Bitch, no, I need money. And heroes could probably put the same amount of effort of building a business or getting rich as much as their nemesis did, because they probably got the same amount of time they do. Villains go ahead and make time for whatever reason to go do their evil shit. And if we think about that, then they also have to have time to go regroup and go plan their next attack. In that time, what the hell are the heroes doing in their personal lives? I mean, I doubt that whatever they're doing besides being a hero is fully consuming all their time. Besides Spider-Man, because his life is just trash, and this guy's no way out, I'll be honest. But everybody else can do another hustle, or better yet, charge for being a superhero. Get paid by Shield or something for even collabing with them, because life is expensive, bro. Being a hero costs too much time and it's expensive. And sure, I can get behind the idea of it being a moral compass thing, like you have an obligation to do what's right, I get it. But don't get it twisted. As soon as you go back to your normal life and you're seeing eviction notices that can barely pay for the shopping, the question is, was the small great feeling of saving a cat in a tree really, and I mean really, enough for you to hold that same happiness and still be happy when you go back to your crib and realize they changed the locks? I'm just saying. 100% villains drip is better than the heroes drip every single time, bro. Superman is not clean, fam. He wears boxes outside his suit, bro, like a bomb. Look at my gold Dr. Doom. Bro has that on for real. Villains dress for the attention, because they know when they're about to do some bold domination shenanigans, they're about to be clean doing it. They know the cameras are coming to watch them, so they know they had to come correct. Look at Doflamingo. I mean, Doflamingo got the craziest jack-ups I've ever seen in my entire life. How is he one of the richest people in One Piece? Well, he couldn't pay to get longer trousers. This guy was just trying to show off his leg hair. And the dress shoes were criminal as well, with no socks. His feet were naked, fam. But his skateboard stick could carry the entire outfit. And his weird ass walk has some flair to it, I won't even lie. Villains stay wearing heat all the time, because they know before they get rocked, they're gonna go out in style, fam. Killmonger, valid. Loki, valid. The Joker, valid. Prolo, valid. And then look at these heroes with their bozo outfits, fam. Like Aquaman out here in a spun color scheme. Get your ass out of here, man. Movie Flash's suit from the 2023 movie makes no sense. How's his skin tight but his abs are coming out like that? That shit made no sense. But all in all, you can't even lie. When you see heroes pull up to the villains when it's time to throw down, they always go down for real.
Yep, definitely
aura farming is the collection of all the 3 points I mentioned in this video. As all villains aura farm. When Madara came and absolutely violated the Shinobi Alliance and then threw 2 meteorites down, yeah, that was aura. When Aizen came out as a traitor and absolutely violated Toshiro and he stopped Ichigo with one hand, stopping his whole theme, bro, yeah, that was aura. When Dr. Doom was talking that smack on Thanos and ripped his spine out, yeah, that was aura. Since the dawn of their existence, villains have always been aura farming. Like, I can't remember a picture of Dr. Doom that isn't sitting on a throne or just hitting a dramatic pose. There isn't one. Bro runs a whole country, knows magic and science, is a genius, and he got that shit on. You might say I'm glazing, I'm just saying the mango you be right there. Fortnite knows this too. When he was a skin and had his own map, look how he did the Fantastic Four, fam. He turned the thing into a chair and the human torch into a fire pit, bro. Bro, he violated, bro. Villains always been aura farming. It's a part of their skill set, because they know they got the crowds watching, the news rolling, so they need to stay cool. Like, every time Thanos had some 2-minute speech in the Avengers movies being all dramatic, that was aura. When he was looking to the sunset and Endgame, that was aura. When he was sitting by himself waiting for Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor to pull up, that was aura. The final stage of any villain is always them being dramatic as hell, whether that be through their methods of being evil or just straight trying to grab the audience's attention when they come on screen. They always doing something, bro, low-key. Then the villains just get holed by plot armor or some bullshit.
Pretty much,
like Aizen
yeah.
and Madara and the majority of people's top 2 anime villains of all time, and it was so overpowered near the end of Bleach and Naruto just for them to get hold. Black Zetsu came out of nowhere and just inflated this guy, turning him into Kaguya. Think of all the planning Madara did just for him to get hold like that in Shippuden. Was weak, bro. And then Aizen, who Kisuke supposedly put a seal on when he was scrapping him, which Bleach writers definitely pulled out their bum crack because I don't remember that. But you know what? Even in villains' death or even defeat, they were still aura farming. When Killmonger died at the end of Black Panther looking at the sunset, that was dramatic, that was peak. When Meruem was dying for being poisoned in Hunter x Hunter, it went out dramatic, he was aura farming. I ain't trying to say heroes can't aura farm because they definitely can. Batman consistently always hitting a pole somewhere where no one is looking at him straight up. But compared to the level of villains that be doing it, it's not even close, fam. Aura farming is a staple in today's generation. It's been a thing since the end.
Honestly, Batman is probably one of the only superheroes that has the most aura out of all of them. Like, that nigga be late at night, you hear the thunder, and you see that nigga Batman looking up. His cape is flowing in the air naturally and majestically, or he's doing a little pose where he got his foot up on a ledge or something. Like, Batman is probably the only heroes that has aura and or can aura farm positively. And the best part is, it be unexpected. He has that unexpected aura.
End of time, and villains have always been aura farming consistently. It's a part of their craft, because when they get beat up by the main character and start losing for the story and the plot, all you remember them by was their dramatic scenes and them just hitting straight poses like this on screen. So what can you learn from this video? What can you gain from this? Is being a villain truly bad? Is it better to be somebody who prioritizes selfish gain over selfless action? Should you be somebody who, when given superpowers, forgets the moral obligation people like Uncle Ben preach about, and to help those in need? And for the other side, should you become a hero just because you got powers? Should you help people regardless of the outcome and prioritize selfless actions over selfish gain? Should you help ungrateful people and bums talk crap on you even though you're doing a good deed? And to this, my friends, I only have one answer. Just be an anti-hero, bro. It's the only side that makes sense. I mean, they heroes, but they smart heroes, okay? They're no.
Actually, he isn't lying. If anything, I'd be an anti-hero. I have the thoughts of a villain and the thoughts of a hero as well, because I would do the right thing, but I wouldn't always do the right thing. Because I would be a selfish but also selfless kind of person. And I think that's how you should somewhat carry your life a little bit. Just not overly selfish. Just do just enough to where it gets over. You got to get somewhere, you know. You can't be doing this, all this, oh, I'm doing it for the people. And the people who half the time don't even love you. You either die a hero or see yourself become a villain. I mean, it's going to happen eventually. And the cycle tends to repeat itself a lot of the times. So, if you ask me, anti-heroes are really the best of both worlds, because you're not held to the same standard as a hero, but you're also not held to the same standard as a villain. And it's not even that bad, honestly. You could be good or bad, and it doesn't even matter, for real. And everybody has a little bit of bad in them, so an anti-hero is more realistic than being a carbon copy of somebody that's just perfect and all of this and that, or being a villain that's 100% evil. Which even in the villains have good in them. So, yeah.
Not gonna let a guy who's killed 50 people and is definitely gonna kill another 50 people out. They're gonna murk him, which is smarter than putting someone in jail and then letting them get out and then they're gonna kill another 50 people. Anti-heroes are the move, man, and they're cooler and they're drip better and they still aura farm. Big man saying they still aura farm. Hey, but we at the end of the flick, man. If you could convince me after all of this that
Yeah, I don't think anybody can convince me that a hero is better than a villain. In terms of the accolades, obviously, morally speaking, the hero is better, but realistically speaking and entertainment wise speaking, the villain is and always will be better. They're better written and they're and they have a more somewhat realistic identity. Anti-heroes are even more realistic than villains though, but to each his own though. But with that being said, I will be ending the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like I said, I'd be an anti-hero. I don't see why y'all wouldn't either, but that's all for the video. I'm out, folks. Hopefully this one wasn't too long because this one's in the books. I'm out.